people said that, but that really wasn't real.
Man, my parents, my
mama didn't come to no football game, or no daddy come to no game.
You know what my mama told me when I first started? I said, Mom, look, I want to play football. I was 6 years old. I said, Mom, I want to play football. She said, okay. I said, you sure? She said, yeah. She said, I got one thing though. If you ever get hurt, you better get up and walk off.
Yeah, right, that was it.
If you don't, I'm gonna beat you the whole way we go to the hospital. I said, that's it. She said, yeah, you better get up and walk off. And every time I ever got hurt, I got up and walked off.
And see, that my grandma told me, boy, if you get on your back, you can get up. Huh? If you on your back, you can get up. The only time you lay on your back if you're dead.
You're right.
Right? No, we got the old school. We from Apopka. Right? We got the old school. But I'm just going back to all of that is that nowadays it's different. Hey man, we're back again and we're on the Listen to Low show and you are listening to Low. And remember what I said, 2 ears, 1 mouth. You better listen low, because you never know what you might just miss. Hey, that motivation quote of the day is, there's no rewards on the bench. I want you to think about that right now. Think about when you were rewarded, what did you do to get rewarded, right? I go back to what my dad told me, say, if you get all A's, you'll give me $5. Now, before then, I was getting C, D's, and F's. But as soon as he told me he gonna give me $5, next report card, straight A's. I was rewarded right there. My mom told me, if you come in, take care of your brothers and sisters, easily make sure they got everything they need, make sure in the house when the street lights go off, I'll buy you a new shirt so you can go do your talent show. I did that. Guess what? New shirt. I performed in a nice blue and black shirt. And man, I'm telling you, I put it down right there. I'm talking about right there in the club, right? I'm young, no business in the club anyway, but I was popping and locking. Everybody went crazy. I was rewarded for doing my part. Not only that, there's someone say, if you take care of everything you need to do in the classroom, you will be rewarded. I understood that mindset, right? But then again, no one kept getting behind me and pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. Then when I remember the coach, Mike Cullison, say, keep doing it, keep pushing, you'll find a home, you'll find a place. Sure enough, it happened. Had an opportunity to get a scholarship, right? Got a scholarship. Actually, my first scholarship was at the University of Miami. Miami Hurricane, David Scott said, we got a scholarship for you. All you got to do is come down here to a game. They were playing against BYU. I came down there. My mama could bring me. So one of my teammates brought me. And I got me two, and another teenager driving all the way down to Miami on the turnpike. We get there, man, they had a steak and potato waiting on us. I was rewarded with a steak and potato. I'm sitting at that stage. I'm talking about Johnson out there catching them balls, man. It was the best experience ever. All because I did what I was supposed to do on the field and off the field. But at the same time, things don't always go the way you want them to go. Being rewarded takes a lot of hard work and dedication, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But I didn't understand that mindset when it came to the classroom. No one got behind me and said, you got to get it done. You got to get it done, Lo. I thought I knew. I thought I had all of the answers. Well, I didn't have the answer. Actually, I had the wrong answers. And the answer was pull out some classes, go to Westside Tech, take carpentry, and get all A's. Sure enough, got all A's. My GPA went from 2.5 to like 3.5. But them classes don't count because them was the electives. So I said, man, what I'm going to do now? Miami Hurricane said, boy, you going to junior college. I said, all right, junior college it is. So I remember going to the track meet, and I'm lined up at it, 110 high hurdles. I'm the fastest in the state of Florida. Bust out. I'm whooping up on these Miami boys like it wasn't nothing. I had the 2 boys from Merritt Island, right, the McIntosh brothers. They were twins. It was crazy. Them jokers ran like 10.7 in 100 meters. I ain't run back 11.01 in 100 meters. But when it came to them hurdles, technique. I put both of them down, boy. They couldn't do nothing with me. I came across that finish line, bam, dropped that thing like it was hot. Man, the coach said, who was that big old joker running them hurdles? I was like 5'11", 185 pounds coming through. I'm bearing down them hurdles like it wasn't nothing. I wish somebody would get in my way. Every time they got to the left, I had to snap, get him out my way. I had to snap, get him out my way. It was crazy, right? And all of a sudden, the coach came to him and say, hey, man, where you going to college at? So I was going to Miami Hurricanes, but that ain't happening. He said, why? I said, grades. I didn't know. I made a change. So it looked like I'm not going to get rewarded. He said, you are going to get rewarded. It was a coach from UCF, Mike Kruzak, said, I'm going to send you to Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. go to school to a JUCO, do good for 2 years, come back to UCF. And there it is. I was rewarded. But at the same time, that really was my path. That really was my journey. My path to my journey was coaching. How I know that? 'Cause I was coaching while I was in college. How I become a receiver coach, 18 years old. I'm out there coaching Chris Penn. This joker went to the Tulsa. Now he gonna go to NFL and did 10 years. But guess what? That was his path. That was his journey. Wasn't mine. I was rewarded by being a coach. And I came home and that's exactly what I did. And talking about being rewarded, my guest today, he definitely been rewarded, but it wasn't given to him. Everything he got, he earned it. From youth all the way to high school, to college, to the NFL. There's no rewards on the bench. That's why he was never on the bench. And it's that simple. And this guy coming with me right now, let me break it down to you right now. We have my man right now, Brandon Meriweather, right from Apopka, Florida, a.k.a. APK, where I'm from too. You know, we bleed the blue. Went to the Miami Hurricanes. Probably could went anywhere he wanted to go. Got drafted in NFL 2007, first round draft pick number 24. Went to the New England Patriot. And then in 2011, went to Chicago Bears. 2012, Washington Redskins. New York Giants 2015. Oh, it get better than that. 2-time Pro Bowler. First team All-American. First team ACC. And just got elected in the Pro College Hall of Fame at the University of Miami Hurricane. Brandon Meriweather, what's going on? Oh, man, life is great. Life is great. Man, we're so glad to have you on the show at the right time, the right moment. When the NFL draft just went, right? Just went on. I know you're sitting there watching, right?
I was.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. I only watched to the 24th pick. That's crazy, right?
Wait. You got, it was more than 24 in the first round.
It's 32.
Why you stopped at 24?
Because I just want to know who my 24th brother is.
Wow. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, right.
Like the year after when Chris went 24th, I was like,
right.
Yo, we got another one from the crib.
Ooh, 24.
That felt amazing. Like,
right.
to have another brother that I actually knew that I done been around.
Right.
And go to 24. That's why. After that, I'm watching nothing else.
You know what's so crazy about 24? It's 2024.
Right.
24 pick.
24,
Chris Johnson,
yeah.
24.
Yeah.
2024.
Yes.
You stop at 24. That's that number.
That's gotta be.
You got that number.
It gotta be.
That gotta be that number there. You know what's so great about that too? I love how when guys go to college, right? They say, oh, I want this number. This is gonna be my number in college, right? But then you go to NFL, I want this number. They say, you ain't getting that number. You get the number they're gonna give you.
Right.
Why you ain't get number 24 in NFL?
It wasn't there.
It wasn't there. We tried then.
You know it's crazy. When I got to the Patriots, they was like, hey, look, we got two numbers. 39 or 46. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I said, nah. You get 39 or 46. I said, you know what, give me 39. I'll make it look good. Don't worry about it.
Look good. Hey, they're gonna know the 39 by the time you done, huh?
Right, but then after spring, one of my homeboys got cut. And 31 came open. I was like, you know what? Just give me that.
that fits you a little better.
That fit me a little better.
That's closer to 24.
Right. So I kept that. I kept that until my last year. And when I went to what's the name? They had 22 available. I was like, you know what? I'll just take that.
Yeah.
I really, at that point in my life, I really didn't care. You know what I mean? I was just like, look, man, I'm here. Let's see if I can win me one before I retire, and then, you know, it is what it is.
Well, them numbers were really important back in the day. It kind of signify who you are, right, in a sense. But then some people say, just make the number, just make the number.
You know what, though? Honestly, for me, it wasn't. Like, the only time a number was important to me was high school.
Me too.
Like, in high school, like, I told Cole, I was like, yo, Cole, listen, I want number 8, and I don't want nothing else. He was like, I tell you what, Brandon, you start. I give you number 8.
Well, why he did that for you? Cause he sure didn't do it. Gurky didn't do it for me.
Hey, I ain't had Gurky.
Who you had?
I had Rick.
You had Rick. Yes, I did Rick. Man, shit. I'm at Apopka, and I was number 22 in junior high. You probably remember everybody was coming to the game. I'm getting touchdown left and right. I'm the guy, linebacker, 22. I get to high school. I'm like, oh, boy, I'm going to be 22. But then I forgot, only 4 of us were able to play varsity from junior high school. Only 4 made it varsity. Only 4 can play varsity. Everybody else, they JV. So I'm like, well, shoot, I still want 22. So we walk in the room, and they said, get your number, get your number. I said, oh, 22, 22, 22. And somebody said, no. You can't get 22. I said, why? Steve Anderson getting 22.
All right.
And I'm like,
why.
Then I like, and then I have to live with Steve and Mike them too. So I'm like, I kind of looked up to them. So like, I get it when he leave. So they said, so I'm a corner. It ain't not bad. They gave me a 40. I said, that's a linebacker number. What I'm gonna do with that, right? So I said, I'm just making my number. Sure enough, took that 40. I started as a wide receiver, a slot, caught some passes as a freshman. Next year, caught some passes. Junior year, Miami Hurricane. I said, South Carolina. I said, Then now in the senior year, I finally get a chance to get what? Number what? 22. And I started thinking, do I go with 22 or I keep 40 for they can know who I am? Because I was afraid they're going to, like.
I keep 40.
I kept 40. I kept 40.
I would have too.
I want to know. I made that number who I am. That was my number.
You know, it's crazy. When I went to college, they did the same thing.
Same thing.
I was like, I told them, I was like, look, man, I want number 8. It was like, you know what, Brandon? You commit to us right now, you're getting number 8.
What?
I said, you know what, I'm coming. He said, all right. I said, listen, I want number 8. He said, you got it. So I go out there for visits, and they showing me the number 8 with my name on it. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Then we come back. We go to the Florida-Georgia game, and me and one of my homeboys named Darnell Jenkins, he played receiver.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, they offered me number 8 too.
There they go.
I'm like, but see, at that time, you know, I was the number 2 safety in the country. You know, I was the number 15 player in the country. You know what I mean? I wasn't really worried. I was like, look, man, only person I knew personally that had better stats than me was Ryan Moore. So I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. Whoever get it.
Right.
So I get down there day 1. They got number 19 with my name on it. It said 19. Bro, y'all can't give me the 20s or
something.
30s, 19. And crazy is that my first game I got to play, I went out there and did my thing. You know what I mean? And then I got hurt. And then I was looking at then the next year, coach was like, look, Brandon, you could change your number if you want to. But now I was like, nah, man, my mama them got this jersey.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know
about them jerseys.
19. I'm like, man, don't even worry about it.
Keep it in here.
And 19, that became a household name at UM.
And that's something. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
At least 19 close to 24. Better than 39.
It is. I thought I was going 19 though to Jacksonville. That's where I thought I was going.
And end up going 24.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Jacksonville to my homeboy Reggie Nelson.
Right. Yeah. That's what's up there.
I thought they was taking me because on everybody board they had me number 1 or number 2, but I got in a lot of trouble. I can't even lie. I got in a lot of trouble that I should have never got in, and that kind of pushed me down the board a lot. But yeah, I thought I was going there too.
Well, we're gonna get into that a little bit about how that board, how we had an expectation to be here, right? But then, like you said, it pushed you down to 24, and it goes back to the rewards, right? I mean, why am I going to reward someone that's doing these things when there's other guys not doing it? Let's reward them, right? So not doing the right thing, we don't get rewarded. Now we get something because we deserve it because we work hard,
right.
But we didn't get exactly what we really should have gotten because of our choice and action. But I want to get into that a little bit later because everyone knows Brandon Meriweather, the hard hitter. Come down here. I think you changed the rule about all them personal fouls.
I did.
You got a lot of them too.
I got a lot of them.
Right. So everybody know about that, and we know about the 2-time Pro Bowler. Right. We know about they know about Miami Hurricane Hall of Famer. We know about Florida Georgia, that guy there, number 1 state champion. So we know about them things. I want to go back and let people know about the Brandon Meriweather when he was younger. Because you was a safety, but in state championship, I think you had to switch to the quarterback or something.
I played safety then too, though.
That against you. Yeah, play ball. Yeah. Right, play ball. But who was Brandon when he was young, because people are like, oh, my son a quarterback, my son a running back. Oh, and my son will play running back. Oh, he ain't playing. Oh, my son, nowadays times is so crazy where they think their son is this, but you don't know. So who was Brandon Meriweather back then, and what was his position in Part 1 of football?
Brandon was everything. I literally played every position. My first time ever playing, I was 6-year-old. I was playing with the 10-year-olds, and I played corner. Mm-hmm. Then as I got a little older, probably like a year or two, I got moved to running back. Mm-hmm. And then I went to Pop Warner. They moved me to linebacker. And then along that year, I would go and be a nose guard. And then later on that year, I moved to defensive end. So then I went up. I was a running back again. And then Coach Kenny made me run. He was an option quarterback and safety. So my first time ever playing safety was with Coach Kenny.
Wow.
And then high school, my first 2 years, I was a safety in corner. I played corner when we played against somebody that was good.
Right.
Right. Other than that, I was a safety.
Wow.
But then my senior year, I was a quarterback and a safety.
Right.
And a punter. So you was a straight up athlete. Yeah, I was honestly, man. I don't. Yes, I was an athlete. I wasn't just one thing. I would be whatever. You know what I mean? I was whatever the team needed that day. I would have did.
And that's what I want to talk about. If they say go be a nose guard, you say I'm gonna be a nose guard. You just want to play football.
And I would have fun doing it.
Have fun. That's what I'm saying.
I would have fun doing it.
Right. So I'm doing that because I kind of want the listeners to know that when you're young, have fun. Go play. Do it in the team take. Be a team player. And you played probably every position except center?
Yeah, I played every position except center.
I'm saying, right?
I did.
Right. You played every position except center, and that helped the team.
And offensive line. I never played offensive line. But I played tight end.
Right, that's on the line, so.
Yeah.
Hey, when all said, your hands in the ground sometimes. So that's blocking and going for pass, same thing.
I did that because it was fun, though, man. I did, honestly, all these positions, I found a way to have fun in them. Mm. Like, when I was
But how? Like if you tell a kid nowadays go play tight end or go play on the line and he got the ability to shake and bait, he like, boy, his mama, they might drive the car on the field. How did you find fun in playing tight end, defensive tackle, nose guard, all the different positions? But I'm not really hearing I score touchdown. Because a lot of them positions don't require you get a lot of touchdowns.
I didn't. I didn't score a lot of touchdowns until high school. Like Pop Warner, I was getting the ball maybe 4 times a game, and I might get one tug in a game, but no, I wasn't getting the ball like that, man. I wasn't even the best player on my team. Like we had like my Pop Warner team, we had about 7 Pop Warner
stars,
Hall of Famers.
Oof.
Like about 7. Like Theodis McMillan, he might still have the touchdown record. Antoine Coley might still have the touchdown record. Theodis, not Theo, Willie Hughley, he might have the touchdown. Like I'm telling you, Tywan Massey, like we had so many people on our team that needed to touch the ball before me, to the point where like me and Peanut or Othello Swift, we were just like, man, look, we don't care where we at.
You don't want to play.
Right, we gonna get in the zone one way or another.
right.
So I wasn't mad about that because I understood. I was like everybody. You could look at somebody and be like, yo, he got some special.
Yeah, he that guy.
You know what I mean? And I was blessed though in that way because I got to be like up under the radar. You know what I mean? Nobody really like paid attention to me until it was like too late. You know what I mean? And like granted, my coaches all knew like, yo, like Brandon need to be somewhere. I don't care where he at, he need to be somewhere
on that field.
Right. You know what I mean? So then it was I was never in a position though where it was like, yeah, we gotta have Brandon at running back. Like he gonna score as soon as he touch it. I want that person.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was more of like hey, we need to put Brandon over here because he gonna knock somebody out. He gonna block. He gonna do something.
Right.
Then we gonna reward him with a counter.
There it is. Right. That word. You hit that word. You just hit that word. Rewarded.
Right.
Right. So well-rounded. It make you well-rounded
athlete
by playing multiple positions. Here's my question. Did it make you understand the game better? Because now, to go to safety, you see it all, you know it all, you that guy back there, because safety is that, you the safety, all fails, they're waiting on Brandon gonna make it happen. Whether they got to come down here or back up. Playing all in position, did it make you a well-rounded athlete?
Yes.
Did it make you great in the way you're in? In which way?
For one, it made me realize why I needed to know every position. It made me understand why you want, your D-line in a certain position. It helped me understand that if I make the game easier for everybody else, it'll be featherweight for me. So me playing all them positions. Well, for one, I was playing them positions. You know what I mean? Like I was really like a kid in the candy store playing nose guard.
Right.
I really didn't care. I would have played anything, like just to be on the field. Like I didn't care. Like I didn't have the people around me like, oh man, you ain't a running back, you trash. I ain't had them.
Right.
Like, oh man, you ain't getting no touchdown, you trash. I ain't had them.
Right.
Know what I mean? Like everybody around me, they were like, oh, B, boy, you balling.
Yeah.
Like, I be at nose guard. They be like, boy, you a balling today, boy.
They can't, you too fast for that center. He can't, the center fat over there. You get it out. You killing it.
And now I'm having fun. I'm slamming the quarterback and I'm out here doing so I'm having fun doing all this.
It's so funny. I was thinking about when you said about playing nose guard, right? So I had, they're younger, but I had like Embry Peoples, Quincy McDuffie. Quincy played at UCF All-American, punt return, kick return. Embry played at Georgia Tech. So I remember getting one game, we lined up in the game, and they're that linebacker. It was like him, and I had Gerald, and I had another kid. So I'm looking down, and I'm like, where's Embry and Quincy and all the guys? I'm like, where are they? I'm like looking, like they were linebackers. D jokers don't move the D tackles to linebacker and got that nose guard before they can make a tackle. That's having fun.
Yeah.
I would give me some of this. They jealous. He making all the tackle coach. I don't want to play linebacker no more.
Yeah, that was me.
Now everybody want to play nose guard because you making all the tackles.
That was me. That was me.
Change the game.
That was me.
You changed the game.
Whatever I had to do.
Yeah, to change the game. Ain't too much like that nowadays, but hey, I just hope people take heed of what we're talking about.
Honestly though, that's why I want to be a coach. That's why I want to coach. Like I feel like now parents are making kids so selfish and self-centered to where, like me coming from the era I came from, like I really would have a problem. I'd be more of the coach who, try to discipline the parents more than I did the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I go watch my little nephew them play. And like I hear so many parents out there trying to make calls and he did a terrible job. He did it. Like people don't understand how hard it is to be out there. You ain't sitting in the stands watching things and see how things opening up. You ain't doing that.
Right.
So that's why that would be a problem for me.
Well, I came back to coach out of retirement, I call it, and after retirement, 10 years. After I won that championship with Pioneer Troll in 2003, I came and coached a little bit at Dr. Phil a couple years. And after that, so I'm done. My kid Loden's in high school, going to go to college and all that. We're doing our thing. I came back at retirement and coached, and it went well because still back in them days where they listened to the coaches.
Right.
I came back, I stopped, I came back again to coach, same thing. We did well. We won, undefeated, our part. Came back to coach last year. Wasn't the same. It was tough. It was difficult. It was, the old school way was done. Old school coaching is done, and I see why you cannot coach.
Yeah.
If you old school and you trying to bring it to the new school, even though you adapt a little bit, it's still very hard out there. And then I think it's affecting the kids because now the kids are not getting rewarded. They are just giving it to them now.
Correct.
The selfishness, what you were just talking
Correct.
about. There ain't no more rewards.
Correct.
Ain't no more rewards now. Just give it to me. Give it to me right now. My mom said this. My mom did this. My dad did this. They gave this. They gave that. Now, I'm supposed to get this now.
Right. Nobody got to work for it.
Nobody got to work for it. So nobody got to work for it. So they want to get rewarded without work.
Right, and that's why the transfer portal is so full every year.
Every year, instant. They want instant. I don't know. I like this word. I learned this at work. Instant gratification.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants.
I call it the popcorn. Instant.
Yeah,
like popping popcorn now. You know why? When you put the popcorn in the microwave and you hit the word popcorn, it start off slow. Pop, 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 pop. Then once a couple of them start doing it, and that thing, pop, 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 it's everywhere. Not popcorn everywhere. Then they bouncing like popcorns. They go, 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 go. Instant popcorn. Nobody.
I like that. I think I'm gonna use that.
That's what it is. It's the popcorn. I want to pop right now. I want it right now. I don't want to go, to the movie theater, right, and let them and get
previews.
Right. Yeah. I want to see the movie now. So it's interesting. Movie start at 7:00. You ready to go to the movie? Interviews at 30 minutes. They go at 7:30. No. That's what they want. They don't want to see the previews. Why not? You paid your money. See it all.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's what's going on with the popcorn. And that's the parents want that way. Kids want that way. It's the popcorn. But it's like that because they didn't earn it. They're not having fun anymore. You had fun in the game.
Right.
Y'all won some games. Right? Good coaching. Ken is a great coach.
Absolutely.
Great coach. One of the best to do it.
Honestly, man, I got to give props to all my coaches.
Yeah.
I ain't never been with a coach I was like, you know what? Like, he just dog poop. Like, he don't know nothing. Every coach that I had from Fruity and Coach Alone all the way up to Bill Belichick and Coach Raheem Morris, like all the way up there, every coach that I have had has literally gave me something. Like now granted, I might have had don't get me wrong, I done had some coaches where I felt like I knew a little more than them.
Right.
But I ain't never have a coach that I ain't learned something from.
Took one thing away from what they did. You took one thing away from. I'm going to go back right here to Fruity. It's funny how real good coaches because they coach everybody, and that was their passion. Any coach that coach for 20, 30, 40 years, them coaches. Because know why? Fruity is my coach. That's crazy. I mean, I'm way older than you. Yeah. And Fruity is my coach. And you say you learned something from him. I remember when Fruity told me, just watch it, read the quarterback. If you turn his shoulder this way, you go. He said, you go, you'll get a Big Mac. I said, get a Big? I said, huh? He said, yeah.
Fruity did that same thing to me.
Same thing.
He did that same thing, but he was working at Wendy's then. And
he was at Wendy's.
He said, I tell you what. You get to pick this game. I'm taking you to Wendy's after.
I'm taking you Wendy's.
I got a pick.
I got me one too. But I got that pick against the Jets and took that thing back. The Steelers, it was the Jet. Derek Clark was over there. I picked that thing, took that thing out. Boy, I couldn't wait to get that Big Mac because the only way we got a Big Mac was with the coupons. If you win a game, you get a pick. Right. Or like that. You had it because you were working at Wendy's. But look how long that been. Look at them decades and decades and decades. Right. True coaches, old school, rewarded. Trust. We trusted. They were trust. I mean, you knew that when you go with Fruity, you was in a good place.
Right.
Then we moved. Now we in high school. Now we're in high school. We're going to play high school football now. I come up there. You got Rick Dollars in your first year?
Yeah.
And he told you.
You get number 8.
You get number 8. So getting number 8 was a reward for you.
Yeah, but I was going to start anyway.
Right. Why? Mindset?
Yeah, I was just different. Like, I was just different. Like, granted, I wasn't the best. I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't, the smartest. But I was different. I was more aggressive, especially then. Mm-hmm. Like, high school Brandon was more aggressive than pro Brandon.
Right.
Like, high school Brandon didn't care at all.
Right.
Pro Brandon had, I don't know why I'm talking about myself as a third person.
Yeah.
But pro me had more things to worry about. Like, you know, my family eating and them taking money out my pocket. And then high school Brandon, I didn't care. Like, you was like, yo, I was getting rewarded for the stuff I was getting penalized for in the league.
Yeah, right, exactly. So the high school Brandon with all gas and no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
Go get them. 18-wheeler coming down the hill. I'm at safety. I'm coming down that lane. I'm going to knock you out because I'm trying to get somewhere.
Right.
I'm trying to get rewarded with a scholarship.
Right.
How much?
Coach D, my sophomore year, we were going in the spring. We were playing, it was spring, my freshman year spring. We were playing Colonia. And Bill Gaffney, Coach Gaffney, was the D coordinator. No, he was the DB coach. And he said, "Hey, Brandon, you ain't gonna start." So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm a freshman, you know, because I wanted to play with my friends anyway. I wanted to play JV, you know what I mean, with my friends. I didn't want to play varsity because I was like,
me too.
I'm like, yo, our JV team will beat the varsity team right now. So we get in there. Coach D come and said, "Hey, where Brandon at?" He said, "Oh, Brandon gonna come in, you know, around the 5th play." Coach D said, No. Brandon started. Like, have you not been watching practice? Brandon started. You don't care who you got to take out, but Brandon started. And I was a freshman, and again with all these juniors, and he said, "All right, Brandon, you starting." I get in there, I got 2 picks and knocked 3 people out.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You said it like 2 picks and not 3. Wait. 2 picks, knocked 3 people out. Yeah. Freshman, high school.
Varsity.
Got rewarded from practice, though.
Yeah.
You didn't get rewarded from that game. Your reward came from practice.
You should have seen me in practice, though.
They ain't want to.
No. We got to the point where, like, the senior was like, "Hey, yo, nah, we got to have you." Like Fernando Durden.
Yeah.
Jermaine Pierce.
Yep.
Beef.
Yep.
Like, we were doing hidden drill. And
did they call it a nutcracker back then, too?
Yeah, they called it
nutcracker. Okay.
So we were doing the hidden drill, and we didn't even have on pads. I had a bag. And Beef, and our fullback, Beef, big white boy, he came and hit it. I hit it. Boom! He fell on the ground. He jumped up. "Nah, I'm going to get you, boy. I promise you. I'm going to get you." I was like, all right. You know what I mean? Because I do this. Like, I'm like, all right.
Right.
Next day in practice, I called him again. Boom! Jumped up. Everybody tapped me on the head. Run John Finn. He said, "Hey, keep doing it." He said, "You're the first person I got to play with besides Fernando that come down here like you ain't got no problem." He said, "Keep doing it. I love playing with you." I said, "All right."
To your action, your performance at practice, hear what they say. Fly around in practice, be rewarded in the game.
Right.
Fly around the game, win the game.
Right. See, me, I believe you can't have a good practice without having fun.
Right.
Like, if I go to practice and I'm like, "Man, I don't feel like being here, man," I'm going to have a practice like that.
Right.
So every day I go to practice, I'm like, "All right, baby, let's go."
Right.
Like, here we going. Come on, let's find a way to have fun.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's always been me.
Wow.
I always have fun.
So let's go here. I flew around in practice. I flew around the game. I'm rewarded as a starter. I'm rewarded because I win. Now you also won something that everyone wished they would have won. If you look at Central Florida right now, and you look at all the high schools in Central Florida, there's probably only 3 high schools that I could think of that actually like won what you have won in high school, that you can tell your kids, that you can hold high and say, "We did it, we won, and we overcome, and we beat the giant." I call it David Goliath.
Yeah, we said that too, though. We called it that too.
David Goliath. Because I'm looking at it. I know. I watched the show. We was there. You is a state champion. FHSAA state champion at Apopka High School.
That I was.
Overcame so much and rewarded to be a state champion as an underdog. Nowhere in the world y'all going to win this. Tell us about that. Tell us about that right there.
That was lovely. That was lovely. And the crazy part is, some of my best friends in the world right now was on that team. So, you know, I bring this up every time I see them. Like, boy, you remember we beat y'all in state, boy. and so my roommate, for the couple years he was there before he transferred, went to Northwestern.
Right.
So his dad had made Coach Shannon, the coordinator, put us in the room together. So, you know, I get to college, I hang my jacket in there, my state champ jacket. Right. I got the ring up there, polished. I got the ribbon around it. So he had to see that every day.
Every day. That probably fueled to his fire.
It was just a little bit.
Yeah. So let me ask you, you win the state championship, overcome it all. Everybody doubted you. Some injuries even came up. How did you? What was your thought in that game? Where's Brandon now? Because I mean, that's a whole nother level now.
You know, that's a good question. But
okay.
But just being honest, that year, it wasn't about me. Like, that team wasn't gonna let us lose. It wasn't me. Like a lot of people give me the credit. They always go, boy, you played quarterback, you played safety, you played the whole game. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But that game wasn't about me at all. At all. Like, I was just the centerpiece to it. Like, honestly, I could have got hurt and we still would have won.
From that game. Like,
that team, and I tell everybody, I said that team was the best team in the country that year.
And I agree.
Like, it was nobody in the country that would have beat us that year.
I agree.
And the one team that did, he honestly, to be 100%, he outcoached us. Gerke outcoached us.
Is it?
And all he did, and the only thing he did was took the ball out of our hands.
That's it.
He would literally go 3 yards every play. It'll be 4th and 2, 4th and 1. He gonna get 3 yards every time, and he beat us 21-14.
Yep.
And then the second time we played him, we beat him 48-3.
Yep. I remember that.
10 or something like that.
We called it 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Keep the ball from Allen Abrams.
That's it. That's exactly what we did.
And it was Abrams. It was Antoine Coley, Steve Baylor. And that was crazy because Baylor was God. It keep the ball. I mean, you got 700 meters on the wing. That was Allen Abrams.
Yes.
Allen ran a 10.5. Yeah. Coley was so goddamn quick. Yeah. And, you know, his 40 was a 4.2, 4.3 probably because he was so quick with it. And then Baylor was a goal.
He was a punisher.
Unreal.
He was the punisher.
And they just said, keep the ball from them. We got him.
Yeah, he was
and that's how Evans got him.
That's exactly what they did.
That was it.
That's it.
Never again.
Nah.
Never again.
Now we know. We end up, so we figured it out. You know what I mean? And the crazy part is the coaches didn't figure it out. The players did. Like, we figured that out. Like, we was like, hey, look, next time, instead of us doing this and we just getting this base defense and they just pounding and falling for it, we gonna slant. We're going to make them bounce, and then I'm going to be right there.
Wait, no, come down the alley.
I'm going to be right there.
Come down the alley.
And that's what we did. The second game, the first drive of the game, they went 3 and out. We scored. Boom. So now you behind. You can't do that no more.
Can't do that anymore. Now you got to open up. You got to catch up now. Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes,
so
sir.
Then the second series of the game, I pick it off. We score. Boom. Now we up 14. So now you really got to throw. You really got to go.
You can't throw it.
So now we up. They end up scoring in the first half. And I think in the first half, it was like 28-3. Yeah, in the first half.
I remember. I was there. I heard where y'all went. You know, we was right there, boy.
So after that, though, like that, but back to what we were saying, that team, like, everybody thought we was going to lose that game. But honestly, that team, I would have put up against anybody. Because that team, one thing we had, and a lot of people say it, but that team really meant it. We was literally 60 brothers, one heartbeat, family. Like, I would have went out there and gave my all for each one of them guys, and they would have did the same for me.
Right. So no selfishness.
None.
Togetherness.
Right.
Faith.
Right.
Family.
Right.
football.
Right.
FFF.
Yep.
That was it right there. You had 4 guys touching the ball.
6.
And then, no, just from the immediate.
No, we had 6.
You brought 2 more in.
Yeah.
That's right.
We had me, Kennard.
That's right.
We had me, Kennard. We had Steve. We had Antoine Coley. We
Allen.
had Darrell Ivory.
And
we had Allen Avery.
Allen Avery. 6 guys touching the ball.
You want me to tell you? Want me to tell you a better stat that don't nobody even know? That year, we had 5 people with 1,000 yards.
No, yes.
And Steve had 2,000. That's the crazy part.
Unheard of. But selfishness was nowhere in the category.
No.
Yeah. But now, even with that alone, you look at Baylock, NFL.
Yes.
You, NFL.
Right.
Allen Abram had a good career at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You had
Donnell. Just to kill it, so we ain't got to go through everybody.
Yeah.
We had 19 people on that team sign to college. We had 8 people go to the same school. Like literally, Western Kentucky came and said,
got everybody.
Hey, look,
we want all y'all. I remember that. That's right.
Like, I want all y'all.
All y'all.
I want the whole team.
Right.
Because he seen, like he can't. Now they literally was coming to practice. We used to do goal line practice, and we used to literally get at it like it's a game.
Right.
We talking junk like it's a game, but then after that we hugging. Like,
Right.
yo, dog, you ran that good, but what you should have did instead of running right into me, you should have looked and cut, and then I can only hit you half body. And when a safety hits somebody half body, you never gonna win that.
No.
Unless you hit them flush half body. But once they come in straight and they turn that last minute, they just slide by you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was trying to, and the coach watched me, and Steve had that communication.
Right.
And he told right now, he was like, yo, I want that.
Right.
I want that.
But isn't that interesting though? All that there led to great rewards for everybody on the team as a whole. Everybody's coming. College coaches coming. Scouts right there. They watching. I think like a rainbow coalition. It was so many different colors. LSU, Alabama, Georgia. I said, what is this? Yeah. I mean, that was one of the. I seen it before in the past. After that too. But that year there was a rainbow coalition. There, boy. It was so many different colors there. It was crazy. Everybody rewarded.
I still remember our money game. We Dr. Phillips. It was me against Ryan.
Yes, sir.
And when I tell you, I went in there, I was like, yo, listen. Ryan, the number 1 player in the nation. I say, I'm number 15. I said, bro, y'all listen. If y'all want to go to college, this is the day.
This is it. Everybody going to be there.
This is the day.
Everybody going to be there. They're going to watch.
Everybody was there. I come out, I literally see 30 teams standing on the sideline. And I go, I'm looking, my pop's like, yo, about 15 more sitting over here by me.
Yeah.
I'm like, boy.
Yeah.
Like,
we in the stand. We in the stand. Coaches just like, why they in the stand? They trying to find your daddy, his daddy, his daddy. I said, I don't know what was going on in that stand. I don't know if they were dropping off McDonald's bags or what they were doing. Because, they got that portal and they get on the NIL money. Now,
I was part of that NIL. I wish I was.
Yeah,
I wish.
But I was talking to my boy. I say, it was NIL back then, but it was just called different. McDonald's.
Yeah, you just had the handshake back then.
Hey, how you doing? Yes, how you doing?
The handshake back then.
But that's what it was. It just played the game. Now they bringing it out now. But now we in high school, we're doing that thing. Another state, I got a state championship. Now I got all the colleges. How did you narrow it down to the University of Miami? I'm talking about the most prestigious high school. They got a private school. They got great education. So the history of football. You can be part of the mecca of football. You chose Miami. I know they said you get 8, but that's bigger than that.
No, I had just about every college in the U.S. literally trying to get me. And to be honest with you, Miami was a third choice.
Wow.
Florida, my option, if it was up to me back then and I would have did it without going to visit college, I would have went to Florida State.
Wow. Yes.
I went to Florida State because I grew up. My uncle was
everybody
Florida State fan.
Florida State.
I had two uncles that was Miami fans. My stepmama went to Florida. So she was pushing Florida. My teachers went to Florida, so they were pushing Florida. Nobody was pushing Miami except Sapp.
That's it.
So when Florida State came to a visit, and they came to the house, and me, Bobby, Mickey, and all us sitting in the living room, and Bobby say, "Hey, Brandon, listen, you come to Miami. I mean, you come to Florida State. You got an apartment with a truck. Your parents gonna be at every game, and your brother got a full ride scholarship with you."
Woo!
I said, "You playing?"
That sounds like an NIL.
He said, "Brandon, I ain't playing. We got the paperwork right here, ready for you." My stepmom, who went to Florida, said, "Hey, y'all could get up and leave." I said, "Hey, what you doing?"
The truck.
You tripping? What you doing?
Where my truck at?
She said, "Brandon, you ain't finna get paid to go nowhere. The place you going is gonna be because you love it and you want to be there for school and the program all speak to you."
Yeah, it is.
I said, "Man, you tripping." I told her, I said, "Hey, y'all, don't worry, set up my visit." Set up my visit. I signed in. I'm serious. Set up my visit. I'm signed in. Miami came in the next day. Said, "Hey, look, Brandon ain't gonna even lie to you. We got this safety named Sean Taylor, the best player in the country." I said, "What you talking about, man? Y'all got Ed Reed. Ed Reed, the best safety in the country." He said, "Yeah, for right now. That's only because Sean Taylor is a freshman." I said, "So why y'all want me to come?" They said, "With you and him together? Oh, my God." I said, "Man, I'll be down there."
You said I'll be down there.
Yeah.
You can play with Sean.
I told him, "Hey, set my visit up. I want to come see this. Set my visit up."
Yeah.
They set the visit up. I get there. First person I meet is Sean T.
Sean, the man.
This man, 6'4", 225, running a 4.3, could play any position on the field. Literally. Any position on the field. The best all-around freak athlete I ever seen in my life. God. I said, "Bro, you can't be a safety." He said, "Yeah, man, I'm a safety." I said, "Bro, that's impossible." That's impossible. Because you got to think, right now, I'm 5'11", 6 foot, 155.
Right.
So he like, "Man, what you play, corner?" I said, "Man, I play everything." He said, "Me too." I said, "All right." He said, "Come on, man, let's go route." Went in the weight room, chilled a little bit, lifted up a little weights. We just talking, rapping, started talking about football. He was going over the defense a little bit, and I was explaining to him how we ran it at Apopka. I cover 4 against the L's. He was like, "Yo, yeah, you straight. You come on." I said, "All right." I said, "I'm going to play with you." He said, "Yeah, I'm only be here about 2 more years, though. But, yeah, you'll be here." He said, "I expect you to be leaving the year after." I said, "Yeah, I'll be here."
Yeah, it is.
Right
Yeah,
then,
it is.
Right then, I said, "Yeah, I'll be here."
Right.
And I went down there and told him, "Hey, yo, I commit." My mama called me and she said, "Hey, now you got to do the hard part." I said, "What's that?" She said, "Now you got to call Florida State, call Florida, South Carolina, LSU, and
tell them.
USC, Ohio, and everybody else. You got to call them and tell them you committing to Florida, committing to Miami, and you ain't going on no more visits."
That's right.
I said, "No, hold on." Hold on. Florida State talking about that money. Hold on.
NIL back in the days.
Hold on.
What are we doing?
So she was like, all right, hold on. So I go to Florida. Like 2 weeks later, I go to Florida. And Ratliff came. He was like, "Bro, you ain't going to fit in up here. Don't come."
Okay.
I was like, "Bro, hold on. You like the All-American here, bro. How you going to tell you don't want me to come and play with you?
Right.
Like, you trying to..." He was like, "Bro, I ain't going to even lie to you. I'm looking out for you. Don't go here. Like, you won't fit in." I said, "All right," right then. Cut them off. Cut them off. Then I go to South Carolina. That's the best visit I ever had in my life. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay, yeah, holla at your boy. Yeah, we talked off
South Carolina, best visit I ever had in my life.
That's another show.
Right, but then I leave there. They put a private plane and everything. They flew me in a private plane. Know what I mean? They did everything. So I leave there. Mom say, "What you think?" I said, "Nah, I can't. Too far from home." She said, "All right, well, you got 2 in the house." I said, "Nah, I'm gonna go see LSU. I go see LSU." And then I come, she was like, yo, you got a scholarship from Hawaii. I said, call them and see if we could come visit.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, you got to commit to us if they come visit. I
Man,
said,
too much money
nah.
flying up there too long.
Nah. So that week I was supposed to go to Florida State, I like sat down and thought about it, and I said, man, I ain't finna go there because I knew what was gonna happen. They were gonna throw the money in my face, and I was broke, and I would have been like, you know what, I'm coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I said, you know what, I ain't gonna even take that visit. So I canceled the Florida State visit. Went on ahead and called Miami and said, yo, I'm in for show. Y'all can let everybody know. I'm late. Call everybody now and tell them they ain't got a chance.
Yeah, it is. I can't. It's so amazing to hear this story because a lot of people don't know this story. This is a story that people don't know to come to recruiting and the process of what you went through. They don't even understand what it takes and the pressure that you have, right? Your mindset is one thing, but you had a mama and they just say, hey, let's do it this way. And I was talking to Tyler Davis, another Apopka NFL this year, and he was saying, why take this now when I can get more later? What's your thoughts on that there? Because you could have went to Florida State and took everything, but then you chose to go to Miami, and
so
tell me about what's your thoughts on that?
So my thing with that is it's different now.
Right.
It's different now because now, like, everybody could pay you. You know what I mean? So if I was coming out today, my conversation would be different. You know,
Okay.
My conversation wouldn't be, how good is the school? You know what I mean? Now my conversation is gonna be like based on how much they want you, based on how much they pay you. You know what I mean? So if you come in, if Miami came in and say, hey, look, man, we got $100,000 for you, and Florida State come in and say, yo, we got $1 million. Like I'm gonna call Miami like, hey, yo, look, Florida Stay offering $1 million.
Yeah, and they got let them put it in their ballpark.
Yeah, I want to come there, so y'all got to get close.
Right.
Like, because listen, I understand the whole, you ain't got to take it now. If you go to the right place, you'll get it later. I understand that.
Right.
But it's so many variables between that you have to think about too. Like, you got to think about it. It's about 60% of college football that'll never touch the NFL field. Mm. It's about 65% that'll never touch the NFL field. Like, what if you go somewhere and you turn down the money and you get hurt? Mm. Now, instead of starting your life off with a degree and $1 million, you starting your life off with a degree and broke.
You
see what I'm saying? Like so that's why that conversation is a little different now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna ever tell nobody to turn down $1 million because you want to go to Miami. No, right. Bro, that ain't what we doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because now $1 million could set you up for life if you do the right thing by it.
Right. Correct.
You know what I mean? Correct. So you have to now. This is the only problem I have with NIL. I think when you get NIL, I think the athlete and their parents should go to financial classes.
Yes, I just talked about that day on Facebook.
Not just the athlete though. The athlete and their parents.
Everyone.
Yes.
Everyone. I just said that. I'm not meaning to cut y'all, but I just said that. Someone posted something. I say everyone need to go to a class. Everyone need to be Correct. Educated on it and know it because Correct. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a secretary, you work in Walmart, you work at Wendy's, and all of a sudden they say, hey, we're going to give you $1 million through the NIL.
Right. You thinking I get to quit?
I ain't got to work no more. I'm straight. But they forgot about the taxes going to hit you. Filing going to hit you. Ain't no more financial aid because you got a real job and real money. That's out of the question. You got to pay this back. Got to pay that. Whole different game. Got to go to school. It should be mandatory.
Like I still remember when I first got my first $1 million check I ever got. I seen it. I was like, oh, God, Mama, we made it.
We made it.
I called my grandma. I said, yo, you could retire.
Ooh.
$2.1 million. It was a $3.5 million check, and I took home $2.1 million out of 3.5. I ain't even realize how much money they took out. So I come in there. I called my grandma. I said, "Yo, look, you can retire." She said, "You sure?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Go find your house. Whatever house you want, go find it. She said, baby, I already found it. I said, Mom, whatever house you want, we gonna get it. I told my mama, yo, go get you one too. She said, I get to retire. I say, no. Cause you gotta understand, my mama had me when she was 15. Mm-hmm. So you still young. Like, no, I'm 22. You 37. Right. No, you ain't retiring.
Right.
Oh, you still good.
Right. Grandma.
My grandma chill.
Yeah.
No, my grandma said, baby, all I need is $1,500 a month. I said, that's it? She said, yeah. All the bills paid? Yeah. We good. All right, cool. I go buy the house, and then this is when I got casual with money, frugal with money. I went and bought my mama a house, my grandma a house. I bought me a house, and I bought a car, one car. I spent $1 million.
You bought everything cash?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
And spent $1 million.
Mm.
And when I seen how fast $1 million went, I started saying, nope. Not Brandon. not Brandon. Nope. I won't do it.
No.
Nope.
So now you went from, okay, do this, do that, to squeaking when you walk.
Yeah. I'm tiptoeing around that thing. Yeah. That's when I did. I said, oh, no. So then I was talking to my old financial advisor. I said, look, I'm going to get a second contract. You know what I mean? So I ain't worrying about that. I said, but I want my first contract to set up the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. Like, don't worry about everybody else. Don't worry about my family. Only thing I need is my grandma to get her $1,500 a month. Other than that, don't worry about nothing. Right. He said, all right, we can make that happen. I said, all right. So he set up me a bunch of investment, and then he stole, $4.5 million from me. Mm. So then, I came back and, I signed with Chicago, and they gave me, 4.2. And then I came back and signed with Washington. They gave me 3.12. So I got it back, but it still hurt me because the person who I trusted the most, and I've been knowing him since high school, like that's the part that hurt me. You know what I mean? Right. Like if it wasn't him, I wouldn't have gave him that trust. Right. You know what I mean? So it would have been hard for him to do it. But since it was him, and I've been knowing him since high school, and he had everybody. He had me, Javon Kurz. He had Fred Taylor, Ray. So you know I can trust him. Santana Moss. You got all these big names, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got him.
So I'm like, yo, why wouldn't I? So after that, you know what I mean, I had to kind of rebuild and restructure things to where I did everything myself. Don't get me wrong, I got a financial advisor, but the financial advisor don't touch nothing. All they do is point me in a direction, and then I make my read and make my decision.
Right. So now I go back to what Oprah Winfrey told somebody, said, or did Bill Cosby tell Oprah Winfrey one or two, say, don't be naive where you can't write your own check.
Correct.
Know the game. Correct. And just go right back to NIL where they get this money. They don't know the game.
They don't.
So now you're saying know the game. Right. Know what it is.
But honestly though, what he did best was taught me financial education.
There you go.
Like he actually did that. I just kind of let my guard down to him because I knew him so long, and and he was there. You know what I mean? When I was broke, he was there.
Right.
So he was more of he was more like an uncle. I was calling him Unc. You know what I mean? Like, so I would have never expect that from him.
Right.
So that's when that's why.
Well, they say you down once, you can get back up. That's one thing about it. Right. And then I think that being frugal and then recognizing money, you end up knowing how to get back up and get where you need to go. You always had that drive too. Right. To be the best, be the greatest, get it done. Right. You say you get another contract. You went back. You kept on going. And now we know. We learn from our lesson. Everybody gonna learn a life lesson.
Man, I wish I was playing now.
The money they get now.
What?
It's unreal. One of my boys I trained since he was 7 years old, Matty Milano, Buffalo Bills, number 58. And He didn't do no first round draft pick, no nothing, right?
He went ball though.
Yeah, he can play. He went like 5th, 6th round. Went to Buffalo, got there, did his thing, but he was
energy guy.
Yeah, high energy, high work. He was just. I'm telling you, he had that. Yeah, smart. He was what helped him was he was smart. So he made the decision to go to Boston College over Michigan State. They told him, you're going to line up, you're going to get in here, you're smart, you're going to fit perfect in our scheme. It fit, it worked. He's Italian.
Yeah, but if you play linebacker, why would you go to Michigan State? I'm going to go to Boston College too.
Right.
Boston College got 100
Right. So he made that choice, and we talked. I remember going through the whole process, and he played the first year, got hurt, injured, came back and forth, but he was so smart, and he came back fast because he was determined, like you, determined, and ended up signing his last contract, if I'm correct, $44 million.
52.
Yeah, now it went up to 52.
Yeah.
So, it just that mindset, that grind, and that the intelligence to know to recognize the game and not give up and keep on driving. You went through it, the process. Before you even got there, you still had to go through that at Miami Hurricane.
Right.
Live up to some things. You got Sean Taylor, Ed Reed. That's some big shoes to follow right there. But they knew you can do it, but then you knew you can do it, but you had to go through the process to end up becoming ACC first team, right? All first team, all American. What was that experience like, and what kept you from, like I said, I heard you say you did some things here and there, but what kept you on task?
Honestly, I don't know. Because the reason I say I don't know is because, like, Miami, like we one of them schools like we police ourselves. You know what I mean? Like if I went in the locker room and I stepped on the U, because we used to have a big U in the middle. If I stepped on the U, somebody would say, "Man, get off the U. What you doing, bro?" Only time you step on that U if you finna square up with somebody one-on-one. That's the only time. Like, we police ourselves. So honestly, I don't know. The thing that you know what I do. The thing that kept me from doing super stupid stuff was honestly just the camaraderie that I had around me and how much fun I was having doing something that I loved. Like that right there kept me from going anywhere. From
that
doing
word,
anything.
You just hit that word again. Fun. Having fun.
Yeah,
the game changing. They're not having fun.
No, I had a great time.
See,
I don't know about them now.
Well, they ain't having fun.
I had a great time.
They're not having fun. The recruiting process, or just even from youth football, they're not having fun anymore. Because it ain't football, it's Moneyball. That's the new name I gave it.
But I don't understand that though. At what point do you just start saying, you know what, man, go have fun?
No,
man. Like,
you can't because it's the parents is playing the game. You ever heard that phrase, play the game through your kids?
Yeah, I have.
Back then, that was people said that, but that really wasn't real.
Man, my parents, my
mama didn't come to no football game, or no daddy come to no game.
You know what my mama told me when I first started? I said, Mom, look, I want to play football. I was 6 years old. I said, Mom, I want to play football. She said, okay. I said, you sure? She said, yeah. She said, I got one thing though. If you ever get hurt, you better get up and walk off.
Yeah, right, that was it.
If you don't, I'm gonna beat you the whole way we going to the hospital. I said, that's it. She said, yeah, you better get up and walk off. And every time I ever got hurt, I got up and walked off.
And see, that my grandma told me, boy, if you get on your back, you can get up. Huh? If you on your back, you can get up. The only time you lay on your back, you're dead.
You're right.
Right? No, we got the old school. We Apopka. Right? We got the old school. But I'm just going back to all of that, is that nowadays it's different. They ain't having fun no more. They stressed. They get in the car, their parents, you better, rah. They get on the field, they play on the sideline, rah. The profanity, the cussing, it's no more just, let's go, you can do it, let's go. You got this, go to train, let's go work. You got some percentage that does it, but majority of it's not like that. So that fun is out of the question. They upset, they hurt, they get yelled at, they get cussed at, the profanity. If a coach would cuss back then, it was cussing of passion. Now it's cussing of hate, upset, pissed. It coming from you, it coming from them, it coming from the parent. It's out of control. So it's gonna be a harder path, and it's a different goal because they're putting the money before the football, or what they say, put the carriage before the horse.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't get that. I don't understand that because me personally, like especially in Pop Warner, like everybody good in Pop Warner. Like you got people who ain't gonna ever play in college. I mean, gonna ever play in college, they gonna be good in Pop Warner. Like Pop Warner is more about if you got one thing good about you, you're gonna be good. If you the fastest, if you one of the top 5 fastest on the team, you gonna play. You gonna be good.
Right. But when you go to college, everybody fast.
Correct.
So what you went to college? I don't think people heard what you said earlier. You had Sean Taylor.
Yeah, I had
Ed Reed.
Listen, my secondary when I first got there, we had all first rounders in the secondary.
Right.
Like we literally had it was Sean Taylor, me. Now this on the field at one time. Sean Taylor, me, Kelly, and Rowe. And Trey Rowe.
Wow.
Kelly Jennings and Trey Rowe.
On the field at the exact same time.
That was our second.
Everybody was good. Everybody was fast. Everybody was talented. Everybody was athlete.
Correct.
Everybody first round draft picks.
Everybody.
That's
and then in front of me you had Jonathan Vilma, DJ Williams.
Oh man.
And Roger McIntosh.
Yep. Vilma's right there too. I remember
so that's
that.
2 first rounders in the second round. Then in front of him you had Big V, you had Black, you had Jerome McDougal, then you had Chief. And that's 3 first rounders and a second rounder.
Right.
Like so on the starting defense you had 9 first rounders and 2 second rounders.
Wow. All that talent on one field.
Right.
Having fun.
Having fun.
God, that's
having
crazy.
Fun.
And now here it is now. Now with Miami in the stand, it's going crazy. Y'all lit up to the hype. Best athlete, best team, ACC, All-America, first team, and all that. Now it's time for to go to the NFL draft. They call you and say you going to the NFL draft. They tell you automatically you going first round, right? You that guy. And I got to bring it back up because you said it and they heard it. They heard it on Listen Low show. You going top. You going high. We dropped to 24.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
One part of it is because I let my passion take over. And the other part of it is because I was doing what I thought was right. So the part where I was doing what I thought was right was a dude tried to break in the house. And one of my roommates seen him, so we walked outside. He jumped out with a gun. I shot at him a couple times. That was one. And the second one was we got in this big fight against FIU, and I jumped in it, and I hit a couple people with helmets and stepped on a couple people, and that.
There it is.
Yeah, that right there killed me. That right there lost me $20 million.
Wow. That split second.
Yeah.
Cost you.
Yeah.
Split second. So they didn't know. All it takes is a split second. You can not be rewarded to what you deserve. You cannot get what you deserve because that split second, the way you think. You didn't sit and think before we act. He broke in the house. They seen the guy, called 911. Everybody run out there fighting. I remember the big old brawl. Instead of Brandon being that guy, that leader, that captain, get back. Let me get some of this action.
Right.
The adrenaline was pumping.
Right. Yeah, honestly, though, I blame Kenny Phillips, though.
Why?
Because Kenny Phillips was my other safety. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that was my brother. That's who I was with the most. That's who I was around the most. Like, I seen him out there, and he slips. So he going out, he out there about to fight, and he slips. And I see people running to him. So I run to him.
Your brother. That's your brother.
That's my brother. Like,
that's your
so
brother.
First I'm sitting on the sideline. I'm chilling on the sideline. I'm watching everybody fight. So I find Kenny. I'm like, yo, where Kenny at? So I see Kenny. Kenny out there fighting. I mean, he fighting the one person. Then he go run and he trip himself and he fall on the ground. I see people running towards him. So I run towards him.
Get off him.
Right. So when I get there, I'm like, no, y'all get out. Granted, he got up before anybody got there. And when he did that,
you in it now? Now you're in it.
Right.
Now it's on.
Right. So now I got it.
We going down.
Correct. Just that fast. Just that fast.
Split second.
Right. Just that
Change the whole game.
If I would have never found Kenny out there and seen Kenny, I would have never went out there. I would have sat on the sideline and chilled.
Being that bigger
Be
person,
sitting in
hold it back. Right. But we go out there, now everything changes.
Yeah. That
Everybody
lost
look
me the Jim Thorpe Award and everything.
everything. Wasn't rewarded.
Yeah.
Can't get rewarded now. Can't get you, B.
Right.
Now
you know the crazy part is that Friday I met with the Jim Thorpe Award. Me and my pops met with the Jim Thorpe Award people. He said, "Listen, we never had somebody so far ahead in the Jim Thorpe Award ever." He said, "Brandon, as long as you don't get in no trouble, you win this."
God test you then, didn't he? He test. When he said that, the devil said, "I'm gonna see how good he really is."
Yeah.
Is all right?
Yeah.
The devil said, "We'll see." That's who the devil chase. He want them guys. He want the one that finna win it all, get it all the money, finna take care of his family, take care of everybody, support everybody. That's what we finna get him. I got to get him, and you let him get you.
I did.
But because that really wasn't you.
Nah, I did it. I let my, like I tell you about, I let my passion and love for the people around me overshadow the possibility of money.
Right.
But at the same time, with me saying that, I want to change. I wouldn't change it.
Same thing. Because we not, and I know you. You said you kind of took some words out of my mouth. Because I remember seeing you. I mean, of course, I came to the game. I came with B and all them guys. I come to the game. We watching games and watching on TV. And you didn't turn your back on your boys. I mean, I remember a time where you looked out for your boys. You know, some hometown boys, and and you still doing some things now. So I want to go to the people know that that's the other side. Because you go to the NFL, your first round draft pick, you did things, you took your family what everyone's supposed to do. That's how it's supposed to be done. And you're playing the game, you're on national TV, 2-time Pro Bowler, right? You actually follow that trend now. You know that's a Warren Sapp Pro Bowler, right? And that you follow the trend. I don't think people know the history, how rich APK really is.
No, they don't.
They don't know how rich we know because you were flashing and Warren Sapp was flashing. They don't know those guys before.
Yeah.
There was some first round Sammy Smith. There was some first round Aaron Jones, your cousin.
Right.
It's in the blood.
Right.
I don't think they even know that there was a Aaron Jones first round draft pick 1988, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. Blood. Cause everybody probably have our cousin when I was saying everybody, right? They don't even know that how rich it is. Right? I know we probably got the most first round draft pick in the Central Florida.
Oh yeah, by far. Yeah.
Along with the most state championship runs.
Yeah, by far.
In Central Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, by far.
I tell
everybody. I say, Apopka is the Mecca. Yeah.
It's with the Mecca. Apopka is the Mecca because we
the standard.
Right, and we the standard, and we have an expectation to be the best, to be the greatest, no matter what no one say.
But that's why I keep telling everybody. Everybody like, man, y'all was sorry last year. I'm like, yo, we went to the third round of the playoffs.
Yeah, how was sorry?
They be like, yeah, I say, thank you though. That let me know we still the standard.
It's just that because you look for us to be somewhere. You look for us to be somewhere.
If we don't make it a state,
oh man, they sorry. They sorry. They went third round. Third round. What is that? Right. So
we go 8-3. We go 8-3, and y'all saying we sorry, and we make it the third round.
Right. Exactly. And then even I tell somebody, even when they split us and added with Kyber High School over there, they still from Apopka.
Right.
I don't care what you say. Tyler Day from Apopka.
Right.
We still continue to put out guys in the NFL, period. Yeah. Every year, somehow, there's somebody.
Honestly, man, I wish they would have never did that, man. I do.
Oh, if they wouldn't have split and add with Kyber, we'd have had probably 10 more state championships.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Because them years that Tyler and all them boys was at with Kyber,
yes,
and Jarvis where all them went over there, and Pollard from Apopka, Pollard NFL in the camp right now, Tyler NFL is in the camp right now, and do the man Malcolm Ronaldo Green, you went to Kyber, baby, that's Apopka, y'all.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I wish they would have never did that.
Yeah.
If they would have never did that, we like honestly, and that's the thing I be telling like people in Miami. Like, cause me and my homeboys, we always had the discussion, and they always go, like, Miami is the best city in football in the world.
Right.
And I tell him I agree. I agree. But the thing with Miami is everybody gonna go to one school.
And to win it.
You know what I mean?
To win it.
Right. Now Miami got, about 5-6 schools that people going to, and the talent's starting to spread out a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Now you starting to see people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, see how it look now. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, like, that's a Apopka.
You're right. It is.
Like, before, it was just us, you know what I mean? So everybody from South Apopka kind of went to Apopka.
Correct.
So we was going to have more talent than everybody.
Correct.
We just didn't have the coaching. But then when we got the coaching, after we go to the state 5-6 times, then they say, you know what? No, we gotta do something about this, and now we separate.
Yeah, separate this right. There's something. What's going on? Now you're separated, and now look where we're at.
So now you got parents and stuff who's talking about Coach D. So now, but you're talking about Coach D because now your kid got another option.
That's right.
So
but before then,
correct,
you don't no option. You stay at home.
You had to.
But you know what they say though? Those that stay,
we'll win.
We'll win. And we'll be champion. And
and
as you can see, it's still doing it, regardless of what. So, and with all that said and done, when we tie it all together, your success in the NFL, your success also gave you opportunity to be a father.
Right.
How many kids?
4.
4 kids. And because what you went through in your path, you were able to instill that into them.
Yeah.
So we're not just talking about a great husband, a great father, a great man. We're talking about also a great football player. We got some things that people are missing in this society now. It's missing. Fathers are missing.
I agree.
We trying to change it. And you doing things to try to change that by showing other fathers what they can do, that you can have money, you can go to NFL, you can do all this here and still be a good father.
Right.
Or you can not have all of that and still be a good father.
Right. You know what, man? I had a real good friend of mine, more like you call him my brother. He had kids. He had 2 kids before me. One kid before me, and 2 kids after me.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally told me, he said, bro, you know what, bro? You're like, watching you, bro, you taught me how to be a daddy, dog.
Yeah, it is.
Like, and he older. And, like, his oldest daughter, like, she was around, you know what I mean? Like, she was always around. We was always do stuff. He was like, bro, honestly, you taught me how to be a daddy.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I ain't know how to tell my kids I love them, bro. I ain't know how to, like, hug on my kids and stuff. Might say, man, until I seen you, like, you taught me how to be a daddy.
You never know who's watching. And when you in the limelight like you in, be on the highest level in college football, highest level in NFL, then you come home and they thinking, okay, I'm home, I'm going to move away, I'm going to do all this stuff, I'm not going to be part of what's going on. And then you open up a business in Apopka to employ people from Apopka. I mean, giving back to the community, all that you are doing now, and you do it kind of like in silence. Like,
that's the best way though.
Yeah, it ain't no rah. Everybody, why they don't do that? Why you don't do it? They don't even know. Your wing shop. What's the name of it? Wings.
Yeah.
And right there, and you're more uptown a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It's right by the middle school.
Right by the middle school. Wing. Do you give youth kids opportunity to work?
Yeah, I get anybody a chance to work.
Yeah. So wait a minute. So you get a youth kid opportunity to work. You guys are the best wings around. Everybody talking about the wings. Right. I just seen somebody post one of the new flavor or a real good flavor. Jules Kearns will work for you.
Who?
Jules.
Yeah, Jules.
Jules. I call it Jules.
Yeah.
I trained Jules in track.
Yeah, I know. I told him to go to you.
You don't want to say Jules? I wonder why. I'm like, where you come from?
Yeah, I told him.
You said Jules to me. I trained Jules for years, and she went from just running track to.
Yeah, she heard a little too.
Yeah, hurt like me. What? I heard her.
And she actually doing real good now. Yo.
I talk to her all the time. She still come back and train. Her and Roger Beckett playing NFL too. People don't know about his daughter's story, and she just broke her record. She called me so happy. She broke her record. Ran the fast time at Marshall. I had her and Jules together training, and she like, she leave me. I gotta go to work. I can't come today. I'm gonna see, can I get out? Oh, I'm going. And so she always came to work. She really enjoyed it. And
that my little homie though.
Right, but that's what I'm talking about, giving back in that way. And then you come back every year and do a tour drive.
Yeah, Christmas tour drive.
Christmas tour drive. Let me start exaggerating. Well, maybe I'm just.
It's 700. 700. It'll be 1,000 in about 2 years.
Yeah, 700 out there. God, dog, giving away free. In a couple of years, we're talking about 1,000. Yeah, now.
But I'm trying to. The thing with that though, I want to make that into a festival. Like I want to make it so big to where like I literally hire rappers to come out, you know what I mean? Perform and do all this stuff. Yeah. Like I want to make that so big to where like it got to be at the fairground.
Wow.
Like I want to make this thing like you know how they got Coachella? That's how Coachella and all that started. Like they started off with doing a little small event, and then it got bigger and bigger, and that's what I'm trying to do. I want to make that so big to where, like, granted, I still want it to be free and for the kids and stuff, but I want to make it to where, like, local rappers could come out and perform, you know, before somebody like Rod Wade. You know what I mean?
Oh wow,
like,
that'd be
you know
great.
What I mean? You come in, but granted, it's for kids, so you got to cut the cussing out.
Right, of course.
But still, like. You still get a platform now. You're going to have people who hear you that ain't never going to have a chance to hear you, because some people like me, I don't listen to the radio. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have CDs. Like, if you ain't on Spotify and you tell me, like, B, like, yo, I need you to go listen to this, then I will never hear you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, my daughter called me and be like, hey, Dad, look, it's this new rapper out of Apopka, out of Orlando. Go check him out. And that's how I hear about it.
You're right, word of mouth.
Yeah,
you'll come from the word of mouth.
You know what I mean?
I think I got an idea. I got an idea right now. We're gonna put it. We're gonna speak on it, put it in existence, pray on it. Right on the Listen to Low show. We got coming up the Battle of the Pit, July 13th, and you hosting. You'll be out there. We got Carl Joseph, first round draft pick. Warren Sapp did it for years. Aaron Jones is also another first round draft pick there. Samuel Smith gonna look to try to make it. Mm-hmm. If we got all of them together in one place, because we also have your golf tournament coming up too.
Right.
But you gonna have everybody there. Mm-hmm. Warren Sapp already committed to be there. Yeah, Samuel Smith committed to be there. Aaron Jones he coming. Chris Johnson talk about coming.
Devin
Hester. So you got all these first round draft picks together as a whole at the golf tournament, right? Giving back, right? Now the next day, because that's July 12th.
Yeah.
July 13th was our event where we're going to be having a big football event. A majority of them guys going to be there, and a lot of top guys, a lot of trainers going to be there. All our proceeds, because we charge a small fee. Our proceeds going to go back to college kids that are going to college. You're going to come from the Aaron Jones Foundation. All our proceeds are going to go to the Aaron Jones Foundation. We're going to give college scholarship to kids that's going to college that's not on a full ride, number one. Mm-hmm. Any youth black organization that come and support the event, we're going to give them a donation. Last year we gave out $6,000. 2 years ago we gave out $12,000. And 2 years before that we gave out $10,000 to the youth organization, help their organization. Then we're going to recognize all of the kids that have academic and coming to grades. We got a church, Outreach Faith Christian up from Plymouth. You know Preston Williams?
I do.
His daddy. Mm-hmm. They coming over going to feed. Last year they fed 300 athlete players or participants for free. They fed them. The Church of the Cross, Pastor Sean come out there. They donate their facility. So imagine this here. If all them guys that at your golf tournament, all the first round draft pick on July the 12th, then you turn around, come to Battle of the Pit, the quarterback shootout, put all that together. Imagine the networking that just happened. Imagine the amount of foundations in there, people in there, high school coaches, youth football coaches, pastors, churches, all together in a whole weekend. Together, meet, talk, put together. The next year, I guarantee you, your dream or what you're trying to do to impact not just Apopka, the whole Central Florida, can happen in 2025. I wish it was 2024, so we had that number 24.
I'm trying to tell you.
Dog it, man. But look what we're doing, though. The 24, we're hitting it big with the 24 now. Because what we're going to do, golf tournament, number one.
Right.
Battle of the Pit, Orlando Shootout, number 2. Then we come right back December 17, 2024. We got the Christmas giveaway from Brandon Meriweather. Mm-hmm. Speaking to existence.
Yeah, it's there.
We just did it.
Yeah, and I do my the back to school. I do my back to school drive with QCD.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna even lie to you though. That's who really been a blessing in my life, bro. QCD.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin McBride.
Yeah.
Over here down in Apopka.
Mm-hmm.
QCD. They own the quality distributing food.
Right.
They deliver food. Chick-fil-A and Chipotle and all
right.
these other places. Like they do amazing for me, bro.
Wow.
You understand? I'm talking about they buy all the book bags and all the stuff to put in them.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And they gonna donate, $5,000 every Christmas.
Wow.
They gonna buy all the bikes. They do wonders for me, bro.
Right. And they doing it because what you do, who you are, or who you stand for.
And I tell Kevin all the time, I said, man, you only doing it because I make you look good. You know what I mean? I make they foundation look good. That's the only reason you doing it. Like, let me have one time and it not be right. You're gonna be like, hey, B, all right.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I tell you do it because I make you look good.
Well, we got some things we're gonna do too with your cousin Aaron Jones Foundation.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff also with book bags in Apopka also that's coming up. So we can tie some of that together too. I own a barbershop, Lowe's Master Cut. Me and Aaron started Excel Speed Fitness Training. So we tie all that together, all that network together. But it's for everybody. We want everybody to come together. So I'm looking for some great things coming on, and I'm thinking that if we just work together, stick together as brothers, like y'all stuck together at Apopka, at Miami Hurricanes, and Aaron was just bragging. I meant to say that. I'm gonna throw this in before we get ready to close it up. Bill Belichick is who Aaron Jones coach.
Oh,
yes, yeah. Remember, Aaron played New England Patriots too. Well, he left Pittsburgh Steelers.
That was before Bill got there.
I don't know about one, and he said somewhere maybe Bill was at another school. But I remember Aaron told me he got something from Bill Belichick, sold him a quote, and I never forget that. And maybe remember he knew he was before he got there, but he could have been assistant coach somewhere, whatever. Aaron went to a couple of different teams too, and he was talking about hard work equals fun, but ain't no fun in losing.
That's true. That's true. I done heard that a couple times too, though.
That's right. So that's what he said. So with that there, we're gonna close it up right there, man. Definitely thank you for coming on the show, the Listen to Low show. Right? I'm talking about this was a lot of good information. We normally do our show about an hour. I did my last one about 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we've been here about an hour and a half.
We might go 2 hours. We probably go 2 more hours, right? Right? But the information is great. So guys, I'm here. We're back again right here with Listen Low show, and you are listening low. Had a great guest on here. First round draft pick, 2-time Pro Bowler, ACC, first team All-America, Brandon Meriweather, hometown Apopka, do a lot of great things for the community. You know what? And we had a good one here today. And remember, there's no rewards on the bench. You are listening low. Follow us, like us, subscribe at Camp King, Camp with a K, 12 on YouTube. And we'll see you guys next week.